You push out into the world all at once. 270 pounds of wet, folded animal dropping into red dust while the herd stands in a loose ring around your mother's legs. Your eyes are open, but they don't resolve anything yet. There is heat. There is the ground, hard and warm through your knees where you've already fallen. There is the smell of your mother, the largest thing you have ever been near, which is the only thing you have ever been near, her breath coming down over you like a warm pressure from above. Your legs don't work. You've tried 3 times, and the front 2 buckle at the knee before the back 2 are ready. Your trunk hangs in front of your face, like something that belongs to another animal. It swings when you move. You put it in your mouth. It does nothing there either. By the end of the first hour, you are standing. By the end of the second, you are nursing, your trunk thrown sideways out of the way, your whole body shaking with the effort of keeping yourself upright while you feed. That first night, something moves through the dark at the edge of the herd. You can't see it. Your nose catches something sharp and foreign at the rim of the air, something that drives your legs against your mother's foreleg before you've decided anything. The herd shifts its weight inward. The adults face outward. No one makes a sound. The shape outside the ring pauses. Then it keeps moving. By morning, there's no trace of it, and the herd is already walking west. The large bodies knew what to form, and you were already inside it. You are a few weeks old when your eyes start giving you accurate information about distance. The acacia tree is over there. Your mother is here. The rest of the herd is a moving wall of gray and brown legs, a forest that reorganizes itself every few minutes. And you have to track which pair of legs belongs to which body, or you get turned around inside the herd itself, which is its own kind of lost. Your trunk is starting to make sense. You use it to touch your mother's face. You use it to pick up a stick, which immediately drops. You spend 20 minutes trying to collect dry grass with it and manage 4 stalks, which you chew with great seriousness, even though you still mostly need milk. One afternoon, the herd stops at a wide brown water hole, and you walk straight toward the water with your mouth open, which is not how this works. Your trunk goes in at an angle. Nothing happens. Your mother stands beside you and draws water smoothly up into her trunk and releases it into her mouth. And you watch this for a while, then try again, and pull in a small amount of muddy water and snort it directly back out through your nose, which solves nothing. At the far edge of the water hole, a crocodile has been in the same position for an hour. It starts moving when a younger calf drifts too close to the bank. You hear the matriarch before you see her. The rumble travels through the ground into your feet. And then she is at the waterhole's edge, ears spread wide, the ground shaking under her charge. The crocodile goes under. The herd bunches together. The matriarch returns. She touches the young calf once with her trunk, briefly, then moves back to her position. She knew it was there. She knew when to move. You are still learning what knowing looks like in this body. You are several months old when the herd joins a larger gathering at a seasonal marsh 2 days east. You have never seen this many elephants in one place. There are bodies in every direction, smells layering over each other until your trunk can't isolate anything clean. It's all matriarchs and bulls and calves and dust and dung and water and something sharp and hormonal from the older males at the edge of the gathering. The noise is constant, low rumbles that travel through the ground into your feet, short, sharp calls, the crash of an adult walking through reeds without slowing. You lose your mother for the first time in the crush. You turn in 3 directions. You call out, and your call is thin and high and disappears immediately into all the other sound. You push through 4 sets of legs that are not hers, then 6. Then you come out on the wrong side of a cluster of adolescents, and the marsh is in front of you, and the herd is behind you. And nothing smells like her specifically because everything smells like everything. You stand there. Your trunk goes up. You make the call again. She finds you. You don't find her. She comes through the crowd to where you are making noise and presses her trunk against your face. And that is the whole of it. That same afternoon, a calf from a different family group, smaller than you, thin across the ribs, goes down on its front legs at the edge of the marsh. Its mother nudges it with her foot. It goes down the rest of the way. She nudges it again, pressing her trunk along its side. It doesn't rise. She nudges it twice more over the following minutes. Then the family group begins moving north. She follows. The marsh goes on being a marsh. The herd is not waiting for you to learn how to keep up. The herd is already moving, and you are either in it or you are not. You are nearly 2 years old, and the dry season has been long. The marsh is gone. The wide brown waterhole from your first weeks is cracked clay now, ringed with old tracks hardened into the mud like a record of everything that came there and left. Again. The herd has been walking for 3 days on a route the matriarch chooses without visible hesitation, and you have started to feel what 3 days, without enough water, does inside a body this size. A heaviness, a slowing, a pressure behind the eyes that makes the horizon seem closer than it is. You fall behind the herd by half a kilometer. Not far, but far enough that the sound of them has become directional rather than surrounding. You stop. Your trunk goes up. You have been doing this for nearly 2 years, your nose cataloging things the whole time, without you choosing what to store. Minerals, rot, vegetation, rain, animal. Right now, from a direction slightly south of where the herd is heading, there is something in the air that your whole body moves toward before you've named it. Water. Not nearby, not on the surface, but in the ground, where the roots of 3 particular trees have pressed themselves down through 30 feet of soil to find it. You turn south. You walk for 40 minutes. You find the place. You dig with your front foot, then your trunk, moving dry soil until you hit something dark and damp, and the moisture comes up slow and muddy and real. You drink. Then you turn north and follow the sound of the herd until you are inside it again. 6 months later, a bull from a neighboring range comes through during must. He is twice your size and in a state you can smell from 300 meters, a chemical urgency that doesn't invite proximity. You are old enough to feel something pull at you to hold your ground. You are not old enough for that to be anything other than fatal. The bull makes contact with a younger male who has misjudged the same thing. It's brief. The young male goes sideways into a thorn bush and doesn't come back up. You are already moving east, faster than you've had to move before, and you don't stop until the smell is behind you. Something is coming for your body, a size change, a chemical change. And when it does, the world will ask you to hold ground. You couldn't hold before. You are in your early 30s now, and everything is different in the way that things become different slowly, and then completely. Your tusks have been growing since your 2nd year, curving out from your upper jaw in pale arcs that have found their uses across decades, prying bark from trees, digging for mineral deposits in dried creek banks, holding presence at a distance without requiring action. During must, your temporal glands swell, and the secretion runs down the sides of your face, and every elephant in a 2-kilometer radius reads it without looking at you directly. You know where water is in a landscape that shows none. You have walked a corridor between seasonal ranges so many times that the ground itself is familiar. A particular ridge, a particular granite outcrop, a line of fever trees that marks the edge of the dry season's last reliable grass. You arrive before the rain does. You leave before the marsh floods. The body has learned what the land requires of it, and so far, the body has been right. One afternoon, you reach a waterhole that has recovered from the dry season, and you draw water up into your trunk and release it over your back in a long, slow arc, and the dust comes off in a pale cloud, and you do this 7 times, methodically, while 2 younger bulls drink nearby without looking at you directly. The waterhole is full. The fever trees stand the way they always have. For a moment, the afternoon holds. Then one evening a sound comes from the rocky rise to the north and stays in one place. You lift your trunk toward it. You lower your trunk. The younger bulls are still drinking. You are 34 years old. The sound from the rocky rise resolves into something before your body has instructions for it. Your trunk goes up. It has always gone up. It has always found the answer. And it finds the answer. And the answer has no category in anything you've learned across 3 decades. No predator, no bull, no fire. Your ears spread. You turn. The first shot hits your left shoulder, and you go down on that side. You rise. Something in the shoulder is not working now. The second shot comes from the same direction. You are walking, then you are not walking. Then the ground is against your face, and your trunk moves once in the dust, and the herd, which has been moving east, keeps moving east, and the fever trees at the edge of the waterhole stand in the afternoon light the way they always have, which is without opinion about anything that happens beneath them. You survived lions and drought, and the first crushing years inside a herd that would not slow down for you. You were killed at 34 years old by something your body had no category for. The herd moved east. The land kept its own schedule,